Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we break down Law 2 of Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power so you can use it in your day and your life. Never put too much trust in friends and learn how to use your enemies. The secret to success is seeing the world as it is rather than how you hope it might be. Most people make a massive mistake by prioritizing feelings over goals. They choose to work with friends because it makes them feel comfortable and safe. And they avoid people that they dislike or who oppose them because it makes them feel stressed or uncomfortable. This is the fastest way to lose. When you base big decisions on who you like rather than who's good at their job, you're setting yourself up for big failure. To really understand this law, you have to look at the hidden risks of working with friends. Friendship is built on shared history, emotional comfort, and the idea that you're equals. But the moment you bring a friend into a professional or high-stakes environment, you break that equality. If you are the one in charge, or if you start succeeding more than your friend, a slow, quiet poison enters the relationship: jealousy. Jealousy is one of the most dangerous human emotions ever, even though it often stays hidden behind a friendly smile. When a friend watches you climb the ladder while they stay where they are, they often start to feel resentful. They won't say it to your face, but they may subconsciously try to drag you back down to their level so they feel better about themselves. Because they're your friend, they think that they know you better than anybody else. And this feeling of being close to you makes them think that they deserve your success just as much as you do. Since they know your secrets, your bad habits, and your weak spots, they're in the perfect position to hurt you should they wish. A betrayed friend is often much more dangerous than a clear enemy because they hit you from inside your own camp. Another problem with working with friends is that they're often too nice to tell you the truth. Because they care about your feelings, they might avoid telling you something if you're making a bad decision. They'll sugarcoat the advice. This leaves you blind to mistakes that could eventually sink your ship. On the other hand, an enemy is much more predictable. Your enemy doesn't hide the feelings, and you know exactly where you stand. This honesty is actually a massive advantage for an independent thinker. When you hire a former rival or bring an adversary into your team, you're working with somebody that has something to prove. They know you don't trust them yet, so they work twice as hard to show you that they're valuable and loyal. They don't expect special treatment, and they don't expect you to go easy on them. They just want the chance to succeed based on their own hard work. So put this law into practice. Draw a hard line between your social life and your work life. Keep your friends for things that you like. Enjoyable things like dinners, fun times out, and shared memories. But when it comes to the work that determines your future, you must hire based on ability, not on who is nice to be around. If a friend happens to be the best person for the job, that's fine, hire them. But you must then treat that relationship as a professional one. Keep your boundaries clear. Don't let the history of your friendship stop you from demanding the best results. You also need to learn the art of the reconciliation move. Look for people who have been your rival in the past but who have the skills that you currently lack. By offering them a path to succeed alongside you, you can turn a threat into a powerful ally. A former enemy who is given a second chance will often become your most valuable team member because they're glad to be on the winning side. Your enemies also help you define who you are and what you stand for. Without somebody to challenge you, you have no reason to improve, and this can make you lazy. An enemy keeps you alert, forces you to sharpen your skills and pushes you to find new solutions. Think of them as the stone that you use to sharpen your blade. If you look around and find that you've got no enemies, you should be worried. It probably means that you're not doing anything important enough to cause friction. You see, real power always creates heat. Use your enemies to make your own goals and values clearer to the world. By standing against the bad habits and unfair practices, you make your own values easier for others to see. The independent thinker is not afraid of conflict. They just manage it better. They know that trust is something that you earn through good performance, not something that you get by being around for a long time. So don't let a friendly face fool you. Sometimes the most dangerous person is the one that you've shared a table with for years. And don't fear the coldness of a rival. Sometimes a person who has fought you the hardest is the only one strong enough to help you win the next battle. Get good at making a cold, honest assessment of the people in your life. Every single day, ask yourself, is this person here because they're great at the job or just because I like them? If the only reason that they're there is because you like them, you're losing your grip on your future. True strength is being able to work with people that you don't like as long as it helps you achieve something important. And true wisdom is knowing that a friend's constant praise can be a trap, while a rival's harsh critics is actually a map that helps you improve. As you move forward, start seeing your enemies not as problems to be destroyed, but as a source of power to be used. Offer a chance to the talented rival and stay alert around the friend who expects favours that they didn't earn. When you separate your emotions from your business choices, you become a force of nature. You stop being a victim of people pleasing and become a master of using your resources well. This is the heart of Law 2. It's the understanding that the game of life, the board doesn't care about your next lot of feelings. It only cares about your next move. Make the move that ensures you win, even if it means working with someone that you once wanted to defeat. Your legacy is built on what you actually achieve, not on how many friends you kept happy while you was trying to reach the top. Take this lesson into your office, your home, and your inner circle, and watch what happens when you stop asking yourself, who do I like? And you start asking, who can help me reach my goals? You quickly find that your rivals become easier to predict, that your friends become more respectful of your time, and that your power becomes much more secure. The independent thinker stands alone if they have to, but they prefer to surround themselves with the most capable people, no matter where that they've come from. So stop putting too much blind trust in friends. Learn instead how to use the energy and skill of your enemies to move forward. You must view every relationship as a tool. If the tool doesn't work, it's time to replace it. Your feelings about the tool are irrelevant compared to the work that needs to be done. Mastery over your own emotions is the final step in this process. Because once you can look at your best friend and your worst enemy and judge them solely by their ability to help you win, you've reached a level of true independence. The people who succeed are not the ones with the most friends. They are the ones who know how to get things done with whoever is available. Build your circle with intention, not convenience. Do this and your success will be guaranteed. This is the only path to the top. You must constantly audit the people in your sphere to ensure that they are contributing to your mission. Don't be afraid to prune the network of the ones who no longer serve a clear purpose in your growth. Be brutal with your time and surgical with your alliances. This is not cruelty, it's the ultimate form of self-respect. When you prioritise the mission over the comfort of others, you attract people who are equally as serious about the excellence. This shifts your environment from a social club to a high-performance machine. Remember, you are the architect of your own reality, and every person in your life is a structural component of that design. Choose your components wisely. This is how you win. Thank you for joining me again today. I really appreciate your time. And if you've enjoyed this video, maybe you've learnt something, maybe something of importance has landed with you today, I would really appreciate it if you could share this with somebody else or hit the subscribe button. Every time you do that, it enables me to make another video for you. You take care. You stay blessed. This is the way. Namaste.